What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Honestly, it's Thursday. We gotta go freaking do some ATM shit. Thursdays are my ATM stuff that I do. Don't tell anyone I told you that. Sometimes I mix it up Wednesdays and Fridays. But today I gotta go vote some stuff. I'm trying to leave early. I should have been already out the door, but I forgot. I gotta pay these guys today too. So dude, honestly, here, let me show you guys, because some of you guys, I haven't even shown you guys. So you can pay your guys so many different ways. I pay my guys a little bit old school just because these guys are very old school and I bought these ATMs off of somebody. So I have to go ahead and do it the way that they were doing, so it doesn't really look like an interruption, nor do I want to deal with all the headache of hey, why are you doing it this way, doing it that way. I'd rather just leave it as is. Here you go, I'll pay you the same way that you've been getting paid and you're good to go. So I put everything in an envelope, put their name, put how much they're gonna get made. This store is gonna make freaking 283 bucks. I use Switch Commerce to go ahead and process, so you can download your monthly statements of the month. So it looks a little like this. You put it into an Excel sheet, you download it, right? I don't think you guys could see, but has the name, pretty much all the transactions in a month. So if you guys ever wanted to know hey, yeah, it tracks your transactions, and in the bottom it tells you how much you actually how many transactions they made in a month. And then I make a separate sheet because I want to go ahead and verify all this thing for taxes. So I go ahead and make a little Word Excel, how much transactions they did, how much they're supposed to get paid, and then the total amount getting paid, the month that they got paid, and then a signature. That way I can prove to the IRS that I actually paid these guys and the IRS doesn't come after me. IRS, if you're watching, can you deduct this thing off of my taxes? But that's pretty much it. And I got 6 of these people that I have to go ahead and do. Some of these people own multiple ATMs, so I give them one big fat one. But yeah, that's pretty much how I pay these guys in the beginning of the month. Guys, the ATM stuff has been really fucking slow. I don't know what it is. It's probably I think it's the LA stuff with Hollywood and shit, but I don't know. I kind of lost 2 ATMs this last plus month, and that's kind of what I'm going to talk about this video, because I told you I'm just going to give you guys updates of what's happening with the construction company and the ATM company, because it's not all rainbows and sunshines, and I kind of want to see you guys look, this is what happens, this is what you're dealing with, and this is all the headaches that come with it. So if you're interested in 1, knowing about ATM stuff, 2, knowing how to start a business from the very beginning to nothing, because you could just see it, and 3, just see me talk about dumb shit, 4, I don't know, business and side hustle stuff. Anyways, today I lost 2 ATMs. Sad tragedy. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not really lost, but this is the reason why I invest into ATMs. This is why. Alright, so I just got to my first stop. Thursdays are pretty wild in, because I drive literally from Irvine all the way to Ventura County and back. But honestly, once you do these ATM stuff, it becomes very routine, where you know exactly how your day is gonna go and you know what you're gonna do. And we're pretty much there. We're on time. We're actually early today. I think my day should be very light. I should be done with this route right here within 30 to 40 minutes. In the meantime, when I get here to my first stop, I get everything ready, figure out how much money I gotta put into every single machine. That way I do my breakdowns, because breakdowns is if you have 2,000 and you're only gonna put 1,000 into a machine, then sure, you only put 1,000. Count the money here before you count it out there, because people can steal and stuff like that. I've never been stolen, so God bless me, and I hope it never happens to me. I hope it never happens to anyone, but I know it for sure has happened to somebody in the industry. So be careful with all that stuff. Today's payday, so I also had to go to the bank and get money for all these guys and pay them. I don't know why my locations have been really slow, and it's what's going on? And I know why, and I want to blame this statewide, but that's a whole different conversation for a whole nother day. But we're moving, we're doing things. Honestly, this is literally how it's like. So a little bit about what I told you guys in the beginning, right? I had to give 4 ATMs, and this is probably in this location at us here. So I technically didn't give my locations away. So there's a thing that you can do in the ATM business. It's called vaulting, right? When you own the machine, you own the contract, you own the location, you can also let somebody else vault their money, which means putting their money into in your machine, and they get a piece of the pie. If you have a very good location, then the numbers make sense where you can go ahead and let someone else make some money off of your machine. That way you don't have to visit the machine, and hopefully you hire someone like myself that knows about ATMs, and I can diagnose shit and I can go there and you don't have to go there and stuff like that. So you pay based off experience. Vultures make anywhere from say 75 cents, even 50 cents, all the way up to $1, depending on their level of experience, depending on how far it is, depending on how much risk it is, all these little different levels of things that you can negotiate with whoever it is that you want to go ahead and do. Like, I don't own all my machines. I go ahead and vote for other people. And I've been doing this for a really long time where, like, dude, for me as a vulture, it makes sense because I don't have that much risk. Yeah, I make way less money, but it is what it is. And it helps with making all of these things worth it. Because let's say, for example, the Ventura locations that I have. I really only have 3 locations out there. And yes, these locations are worthwhile to go out there for myself because these locations make me about, say, 4 plus 2.5. So we're looking at 6 plus maybe 2. I'm looking at $800. So I'm making $800 from like the Ventura locations. So yeah, I only go there once a week. So 4 times in a month is what I work. And really, if I just had that location, it would just be like a straight 2-hour drive, straight 2-hour back. So that's 4 hours. 4 hours times 4 days is like 16 hours. 16 hours, which is like a part-time, which is almost like what I would make it a part-time without me really doing much. I spend less than 10 minutes in that freaking loading machine. Majority of the stuff is just driving. When I'm driving, I'm either making calls or like learning something. So it's like kind of like a day off from all this whole entire thing. Gets me thinking and I'm doing other things. So like, it makes sense when you have to vote for other people because I just expanded over there, right? Like, instead of just going for my 3 locations, I have like other, like, I have about like 7 other locations that I vote for. So I'm like, all right, I'm already going to drive over there. I might as well make my thing worth it. And I know I can get more locations if I really wanted to. Like, I'll go network with other ATM owners and be like, hey, you need a voter. Like, let me vote for you. And then some people are like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't want to do this thing no more, you know? So like, I could do that. So that's just a little nugget of what I'm talking about in regards of like, okay, I had to let go of 4 ATMs because technically I didn't let them go, but I just let someone else vote it because I wanted my voting money back because there was about like 4 to 5 grand that I was using in that voting machine that I would rather put back into the construction company. And keep on watching because I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys why. I don't know if I'm going to do B-rolls in this whole entire thing because honestly, like, I'm just moving and I'm trying to get home because I got other things that I got to do and I got to move fast, 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 fast. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, guys, welcome to the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, guys, if you guys have made it this far into the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button because this is gonna get a little bit more crazy. I want to go ahead and start posting more often. I think I am, and honestly, I don't think I'm that bothered by the background and stuff, but excuse the lighting. It is Sunday afternoon, and we gotta get this video out. Guys, ATM, construction company, all over the place. Literally what happened the last couple of weeks is that I started running out of money. I didn't really run out of money, but I don't like being stressed out of money, so I like to go ahead and know that there's money in the bank account that's gonna pay for pretty much all my bills and pay for other things, and other things being marketing. So one of the reasons why I invested into the ATM company is because it made me save money. And that's an issue that a lot of people have, is just the ability to save money, putting money away for pretty much rainy days like this, or you know, situations like this where you want to go ahead and take a risk. That's why I tell everybody you want to save your money. Save, 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 save your money. It's one of the most important things you can do to get out of like literally the bottom. Without money, you cannot do anything. Like, it's just going to be so much freaking harder to grow. And especially in the construction world when you're playing against really big sharks, where you have people that are dropping $10, $15, $20,000 a month in marketing, like, bro, you better have some money to play or else you're not going to survive for a really long time. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of construction companies go out of business, is because of cash flow. Now, the way I'm growing everything is I want to grow things very, very slowly, and I want to do things the right way and make sure that I don't mess up with anything else. But I still need to get leads. Leads is probably one of the biggest reasons why most people go out of business, why most people don't ever get sales, is because of leads. Right now, lately, all I've been doing to get leads is door knocking. That's it. Door knocking. I've tried a little bit of cold calling, but I'm better off just hitting the doors. Those, you can get leads the next day, the following day. It's the best thing that you can possibly do, as long as you can get afraid from like
knocking on the door and getting rejected, because that thing is very, very brutal. It's not for everybody. But there's other ways to get leads, such as like marketing and paying for online, which is what I'm going to be doing hopefully within the next 2 weeks. That's the next game move, or the next move in the game, right? So what I have to do is I got to get money, right? So I went ahead and not really gave back or sold my ATMs, but my ATMs are paid off, right? Like if you guys have been following the channel, I have bought a ATM route off of Seller Finance, use the money in the profits of the ATMs to pay itself back, and now we finally paid them off in 2025, and now we get all of it. Now, if I really wanted to, I can pull pretty much all my money from the ATMs, get other people to vote those ATMs, and then I would have like maybe $20,000 to like play with. Um, so the reason why I've taken this risk on the construction company and why I'm like willing to go all in on this stuff is because the ATM company allows me to get my bills paid. You know, I don't make that much because of my deals that I have and stuff like that, but it is a good part-time job that I rarely work. And that's why I say like, hey, like if you just need an extra like, you know, $200, $500, $1,000 can go a long way for a lot of people. You know, it's almost like buying a property if you really like think about it, and you work less doing the ATM stuff than, you know, working a property. Altogether, this week I wanted to go ahead and like start thinking, okay, like I gotta invest some money. Like, yup, I'm running like $500 a month. Like that's expensive. I need to get some more money to run other ads. And I'm after doing all the research and stuff like that, I figured that my best route next is to do hyper local ads. So hyper local ads are going to be targeting specific cities that I believe are going to be a good ROI for the construction company. Go produce really good ads and run them through Facebook and Instagram ads. And hopefully that makes sense, because that's going to cost me money. Like after doing research and talking to a bunch of people and, you know, figuring out the budget, pretty much just to test is gonna cost me about $1,000. So $1,000, and I gotta do it for at least 3 months to like make sure that this thing even works or profits. And I gotta be able to close and sell and book appointments and do all that. But $1,000, I should be able to get a good amount of leads to hopefully sell like 4 or 5 jobs, hopefully. And then we go for there. The reason why I didn't go for Google ads is because Google is expensive. Google is really like a good lead source because people are looking for that service today. But with the players here in LA, bro, like it's super expensive, super, super expensive, which is why you have to go ahead and bring costs down. And there's other things that I'm doing. Honestly, like a lot of the method that I'm doing is just following what, you know, one of the guys that I look up to, which is Alex Hormozy and his book of $100 million leads. Like I'm putting all of that into effect like this month. And a lot of this stuff I've wanted to go ahead and put into effect like sooner, but I've had to wait because of channels that I can't, you know, wait upon. And I had to get more reviews and I had to do a bunch of other stuff. So right now it's just literally hard work and hard labor and my time. You know, I have little money to play with, and I'm gonna use a lot of my labor, a lot of my resources, a lot of my knowledge, and just a lot of my like me putting myself on camera. So I'm gonna start doing more construction videos. Probably not on this channel. I'm gonna have a whole different channel for the construction company, and I'm gonna do more reels and, you know, just tell people about like, hey, this is the reason why this is happening. This is the reason why you want to fix it this way, and this is what is gonna happen if you don't fix it. You know. So little things like that. So really all I did is find a volter. So I'm no longer volting the whole entire machine by myself. I took 2 ATMs out, not like out, but like out of my own like route, and I let someone else volt it. But technically not really, because I have a partnership with somebody who kind of lets me use his money to like volt my machines. So I paid the person like $1. So I'm giving him $1 off of the volting. So I'm really only making $1 now, but I have less skin in the game, right? Like I have less skin in the game, meaning I'll make less money on those machines, but I'd rather take the money today than the money tomorrow, just because the money today is worth more, which is $4,000 that I can risk and invest into marketing, into the construction company. So that's also one of the reasons why I tell people like invest in the ATM business, because it's a way to save money. So if you want to go ahead and transfer your money to another business, hey, you have a piggy bank right there. You know, it's very liquid. Pull out the money, pay this thing. That's why I'm willing to take the risk with the construction company, because I'm like, okay, cool. Like if really everything goes to like shit, right? Let's call it shit. If everything does go to shit, I can tomorrow probably find enough volters to take care of my whole entire route. Now I have my vaulting money to play with, right? This is what goes through my mind that a lot of people don't think about is, let's get worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is I don't sell anything for the next 3 months, 4 months. I am out and I gotta go get a regular job. I gotta go get a sales job again. But let's say that doesn't happen, because it hasn't been happening. I've been getting at least 1 or 2 sales a month, which, you know, like it pays for things, but it's not gonna help me get to the next level. So if everything goes to shit and I have to pull my money from the ATM, that's 20 grand that right there that I can replay and reset and re-strategize and figure out what to play with. If everything goes to super shit, then I can go ahead and sell my entire route. And if I wanted to sell it really fast, I'll probably sell it for 1x, whatever it's profiting. So like profiting a month is about like 2 grand. So maybe just sell it for like 12, 15 grand, the most that I'll probably be able to sell this thing for. And that's if I push it and I just want to get rid of it. So that's another, what, 30 G's that I'm sitting on right there. And then I'm like, okay, cool, like, let's play again. And that's the thing that I tell people is like, bro, a lot of this stuff is just, how long can you survive for? How long can you keep going? And that's all I care about is, can I keep going for another month, bro? Every single time it's a new month, I'm just like, okay, everything you just did, it goes like, go back again and do it all over again, bro. How are you going to survive this month? How are you going to survive this month? How are you going to show up? How are you going to like knock on doors? How are you going to how are you going to keep on doing things when you don't feel like doing it? These are all my things that I had to play with myself, and like it makes the job so much more stressful when you're playing this role in your head and you're worried about bills. And that's why I said, okay, cool. Like, let's not like live like that. Let's have a little money saved up in the bank where I'm not stressing about like bills and all these things. Um, and I can still go ham, and I'm not gonna let it go to like the last $1,000 and be like, oh shit, I gotta do something. Like, no, we're gonna act like we are already on my last $1,000, and we're gonna go ahead and go ham, dude. And that's the game plan for this following month. We're doing literally this whole entire strategy, and I'm gonna tell you guys, like, because again, I told you guys I need to make 2 separate like videos a week. One about vlogging at the end of the week. Those you're gonna have to like wait on me for, because those take a little bit more time. And I need to do fun activities. But if you really look at my life, bro, like, I'll be making vlogs pretty much the exact same thing all the time, which is just waking up in the morning, going to the gym, working till like literally like 10 o'clock, and then I'm done. And I barely have time to eat. I still hit my macros and I'm still trying to get my steps in. And that's my whole entire life, literally Monday through like Saturday. Sunday is probably even the exact same thing, and I try to like do something on a Sunday, but that's my whole entire life. So like I can't vlog sometimes, like stuff like that, because I feel like you guys are gonna get bored. But if you guys are not gonna get bored and you guys want to see stuff of what I do, like, let me know, bro. Like, I'm open to it. But if you guys just want to pick my brain and I'll tell you what I know, I'm not saying that I know everything. Like, I don't even charge for like coaching, because I don't want to coach people, bro. I don't. Like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of energy that I give off. I'd rather just make YouTube videos, talk about what I'm doing, what's working for me, what hasn't worked for me, and like why I think the way that I think and how I can help you think the way that I think, because I think that my life is amazing and that's the best thing that I can do for you. And if you don't like it, then unsubscribe, find somebody else, and do whatever it is that you want to do, bro. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like, I'm not selling the ATM company. It's paying some bills. I'm not saying I'm going to keep it forever, because I might not. And we'll go from there, bro. We'll go from there. We got a lot of things that we got to cover. We got a lot of things, a lot of plans, a lot of things that we know we have to do and we're going to do. And things are going to get so much better. Things are going to get so much better. I just got to show up every single day and do them. That's it. So if you guys want to see me do them and still go ahead and follow the journey, guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week.